Have you ever felt like a piece of the world just didn't fit? A moment where logic breaks and the reality we know seems to stutter? We call them glitches in the matrix. While most can be debunked as tricks of the light or faulty memory, there are a few cases buried in history that leave even the world's top investigators silent. Today we are looking at 3 terrifying accounts of people who appeared and disappeared from a reality that wasn't supposed to exist. The mystery begins in July 1954 at Haneda Airport in Tokyo. A neatly dressed Caucasian man steps up to customs, speaking French and fluent Japanese. He tells the officers he is in Japan for a routine business trip, but when asked where he is from, the world begins to tilt. He points to his passport issued by a country called Taured. The customs officers are confused because they have never heard of it. They hand him a map and ask him to point to his home. He points to the area between France and Spain where modern-day Andorra is located, but he becomes angry. He insists that Andorra does not exist and that Taured has been there for over 1,000 years. To investigate, the Japanese authorities detained him in a high-security hotel room on the 6th floor with 2 armed guards outside his door. His passport and legal documents were seized and locked in an airport safe. The next morning, the guards knocked, but there was no answer. They broke into the room to find it completely empty. The window was locked from the inside, and there was no ledge for a person to jump from 6 stories up. Even more chillingly, when the officers checked the airport safe, his passport and documents had vanished too, as if the man and every trace of his country had been deleted from our timeline. We move from the city to the frozen wilderness of 1959. In the Ural Mountains of the USSR, 9 highly experienced hikers led by Igor Dyatlov headed into the woods and never returned. When rescuers finally found their campsite, they discovered a scene of pure chaos. The tent had been sliced open from the inside, and the hikers had fled into the freezing night in their socks or barefoot. Some were found huddled by a makeshift fire, while others died trying to crawl back to the tent. However, the autopsies revealed a logic break that continues to baffle scientists. 2 of the hikers had massive internal chest trauma equivalent to a high-speed car crash, yet there was not a single bruise or scratch on their skin. One woman was missing her tongue and eyes, and several items of their clothing tested positive for high levels of radiation. No avalanche or animal attack can explain how a human's ribs can be crushed from the inside out without damaging the external skin. It remains one of the most violent and unexplained glitches in modern history. Finally, we go back to the 12th century in the village of Woolpit, England. During the harvest season, villagers discovered 2 children, a brother and a sister, wandering near a wolf pit. They were wearing strange, metallic clothing, but the most shocking detail was their skin, which was a bright emerald green. They spoke a language no scholar could recognize and refused all food until they were shown raw beans, which they ate frantically. Eventually, the boy died, but the girl survived and began to lose her green tint. Once she learned English, she told a story that still haunts historians. She claimed they came from a place called St. Martin's Land, a world where there was no sun, only a permanent, eerie twilight. She said they were herding their father's cattle when they heard a loud sound like bells and suddenly found themselves in the blinding light of our world. Whether they were orphans from a hidden underground civilization or travelers from another dimension, they left behind a mystery that defies every law of biology. 3 different eras, 3 different stories, and one common thread. People caught between the cracks of what we call reality. These accounts suggest that the fabric of our world might be much thinner than we like to believe. Perhaps these aren't just legends, but evidence that the universe occasionally stumbles. Tell me your theory in the comments. Which of these 3 do you believe is the most convincing proof of a glitch in our system? The truth is out there. We just have to find the right timeline.